What was it about the contest listing that made you think, oh, this is the one I want to submit to?
Well, I live in Cleveland, and though I used to live in LA, I don't really have a lot of current contacts that would be very helpful in furthering my ambitions. And this was the perfect opportunity to come to LA in a nice concentrated fashion, have somebody else do the work of setting up meetings. And I love the fact that it's a mentor meeting, so it takes the pressure off of like, oh, I have to go with a formal pitch and like be really scared and worried. It's just been really relaxed and casual and human. It's been incredibly human and very educational, which has been amazing because it's just this nurturing environment to ease into something that, you know, is a lot of writers' worst fear. Like, oh, now I have to do the business part. I'm an artist, so it's been perfect.
Exactly. How, like, individually inspired are you to keep moving forward?
Well, again, I'm using the word human a lot because it's really important for writers. We write about humans and human connection, and so many times industry experiences scare us out of that human place, and we start becoming robots and trying to act a certain way. And I think the incredible humanity of ISA, the people are just so warm and wonderful and make it so fun that I am very motivated because I'm like, oh, this doesn't have to be the unpleasant part that I always think of it as. This is an exciting part. This is a chance to meet really great people who, just like me, love story and love movies and want to bring good stories and movies to life. So all the more ambitious.
And then actually going from there, talking about human, that's why we do the Third Thursdays, is to bring people out of their writing holes and out to socialize with other people that are going through the same experience. So if you could talk a little bit about the event last night and the panel, the pitching and all that.
Last night I hadn't even given a lot of thought to, because you're like, oh, you're going to LA to take meetings. So it was such a bonus and such a beautiful special night because first off, they had an amazing panel. Each person and our wonderful host with the Q&A, it was a perfect scenario because we got all of these different sound bites from slightly different perspectives, but really complementary in a short period of time. Again, that fast track, it was perfect, condensed. And then the pitching, and I hate pitching, I absolutely loathe it, but I wasn't as nervous as I usually am, which is weird because I don't usually pitch in front of a whole audience on top of a panel and being timed at the same time. It sounds intimidating, and it was exactly the opposite of intimidating. It was invigorating and it was exciting. It was like a big party, and then it was a big party, and we went to a bar and there was cake with our screenplays covers on them. So I felt very special last night, at the risk of sounding hokey. It was perfect.
Have a highlight, like your favorite moment of within them, just looking at the meetings.
Well, each one has its own special gem. I mean, I just came out with the manager where we geeked out on horror in levels that I can't usually do with most people, so that was a highlight. And of course then when he's like, oh, I want to read your script, that was fun too. But then I was discussing feminism in cinema and the roles of women with Carly Rae, and that was another one, that's right in my wheelhouse, and I was loving that. And not feeling so tongue-tied as I thought I would. You know, when you're in the shower or at home practicing your pitch and worried about timing and worried about getting it right, I think I wound up being more nervous on my own and flustered and screwing up, whereas when I was here it was just so easy. So
that's excellent. Okay, last question. Is this a contest you would recommend to other writers?
Oh my gosh. You would be pretty stupid not to enter this competition, whether you are in LA or not. If you are an emerging writer looking for ways to get your movie made. And I think it's especially exciting because you get this wide variety of people you speak with. It's not just representatives and and producers, it's people, you know, other working writers, people that are involved in women in film in different aspects, and getting all of those perspectives at once in 1 week is amazing because it gives you a chance to figure out how you fit into it all and what your next steps are. It's not like, oh, you're trying to get a rep, or oh, you're trying to get someone to produce your film, or whatever. It's all of it. So you really can't do any better. And like I said, I was in LA for years and I didn't have the same kind of experience in all that time that I have in only not even 4 whole days yet.
Yeah. That's excellent. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.